The mille is a now abstract unit of currency used sometimes in accounting. In the United States, it is a notional unit equivalent to 1/1000 of a United States dollar. In the United Kingdom it was proposed during the decades of discussion on the decimalization of the pound as a 1/1000 division of the pound sterling. Several other currencies used the mille, such as the Maltese lira. The term comes from the Latin millimum, meaning thousandth part. Usage: United States. In the United States, the term was first used by the Continental Congress in 1786, being described as the lowest money of account, of which 1,000 shall be equal to the federal dollar. The Coinage Act describes mills and other subdivisions of the dollar. That the money of account of the United States shall be expressed in dollars or units, decims or tenths, cents or hundredths, and mills or thousandths, a decimal being the tenth part of a dollar, a cent the hundredth part of a dollar, a mille the thousandth part of a dollar, and that all accounts in the public offices and all proceedings in the courts of the United States shall be kept and had in conformity to this regulation. The Mint of Philadelphia made half-cents worth 5 milles each from 1793 to 1857. Tokens in this denomination were issued by some states and local governments for such uses as payment of sales tax. These were of inexpensive materials such as tin, aluminum, plastic or paper. Rising inflation depreciated the value of these tokens in relation to the value of their constituent materials. This depreciation led to their eventual abandonment. Today, most Americans would refer to fractions of a cent rather than mills, a term which is widely unknown. For example, a gasoline price of $3.019 per gallon, if pronounced in full, would be $3.01 Discount coupons, such as those for grocery items, usually include in their fine print a statement such as cash value less than 1/10 of 1 cent. There are also common occurrences of half-cent discounts on goods bought in quantity. However, the term mille is still used when discussing billing in the electric power industry as shorthand for the lengthier 1/1000 of a dollar per kilowatt-hour. The term is also commonly used when discussing stock prices, the issuance of founders' stock of a company, and cigarette taxes. Property taxes are also expressed in terms of milles per dollar assessed. For instance, with a millage rate of 2.8 milles, a house with an assessment of $100,000 would be taxed equals 280,000 milles, or $280. The term is often spelled mille, when used in this context. Finance: the term mille is often used in finance, particularly in conjunction with equity market microstructure, as 1/100th of a cent. For example, a broker that charges 5 milles per share is taking in $5 every 10,000 shares traded. Additionally, in finance the term is spelled mille. Some exchanges allow prices to be accounted in 10,000ths of a dollar. This last digit is sometimes called a decimile, or decimil, but no exchange officially recognizes the term. Fiction: Mark Twain introduced a fictional elaboration of the mille in A Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court. When Hank Morgan, the American time traveler, introduces decimal currency to Arthurian Britain, he has it denominated in cents, milles, and milles, or tenths of a mille. Canada, milles are or were formerly used in some cities to express property tax rates, in the same manner as in the U.S., United Kingdom, proposed on several occasions as a division of the British pound under the pound and mille system. The mille was occasionally used in accounting. The 1862 report from the Select Committee on Weights and Measures noted that the Equitable Insurance Company had been keeping accounts in milles for such purposes for over 100 years. Such a unit of 1/1000th of a pound would have been similar in value to the then existing farthing coin. Maltese lira coinage included 2 mille, 3 mille, and 5 mille coins from 1972 to 1994, with 10 milles being equal to 1 cent. Prices could still be marked using milles until the country switched to the euro in 2008, however these were then rounded up for accounting purposes. Republic of Rhode Island: the short-lived and unrecognized Republic of Rhode Island had the mille as its official currency. Mandatory Palestine, Israel, Jordan: the Palestine pound, used as the currency of the British Mandate for Palestine from 1927 to 1948, was divided into 1,000 milles. Its successor currencies, the Israeli lira and the Jordanian dinar, were also divided into 1 or 1,000 units, respectively named the perita and fils. The Israeli perita lasted until 1960, and the Jordanian fils until 1992. Hong Kong. Between 1863 and 1866 the mille coin was the lowest denomination issued by the British government in Hong Kong. It was eliminated due to its unpopularity. Cyprus, the mille was used with the Cypriot pound, starting with decimalization in 1955, and lasting until 1983, when it was replaced by the cent. Tunisia, to this date 1, 2, and 5 mille are still in circulation, but they are no longer issued by the central bank. However, larger coins such as the 10, 20, 50, and 100 mille coins are still in use in production. Similar units, the Egyptian pound was formerly divided into 1,000 milliams, and 10 millimes equals 1 piastre. The Tunisian dinar is divided into 1,000 millimes, the national currencies which are divided into 1,000 fils of a Kuwaiti dinar, Bahraini dinar, Iraqi dinar. But as with the case of the United Arab Emirates dirham and the Yemeni rial, they are divided into 100 subunits. The Omani rial is divided into 1,000 beza. The Libyan dinar is divided into 1,000 dirham since 1971. The Japanese yen was formerly divided into 100 sen or 1,000 rin. An early proposed design for the 1 rin coin used 1 mille in the Romanized text, references.